Well, we are completely done with the first week of LCS 2020 with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm in the Alienware Arcade. That's what I'm calling it now at Riot. This is getting set up behind us. But either way, I'm joined right now by Jensen from Team Liquid. All right, so it's 1-1 for you guys on this week. What went wrong in that first match?
I think our picks were not the best, and I think Veigar pretty much countered our entire comp. And then I think at the same time, it seemed like we didn't fully understand the meta. It seems like every team is just picking priority bot lane, swapping up for Herald, getting early Herald, and then just kind of like snowballing the game from there. So we've been playing at like a slower pace, I guess, than the other teams. And then, I don't know, at the same time, I think we played pretty bad, me especially, against C9. So there was a lot for us to improve on from that series, and I think we're on the right track now.
Well, as you are looking forward to the next couple of weeks, what do you think TL's strength will be? Because obviously it seems like it might take a while for Broxa to get here. That's the rumors at least. So you're going to be playing more with Surnefire. Do you think that this will represent, you guys will still have what it takes to be a top, I don't know, let's say top 3 LCS team?
Yeah, I think we should still be able to be a top 3 team. I think Surnefire is a good jungler. He's obviously not as experienced as Broxa is on like a top level. So there's still a lot of stuff for him to learn, especially playing with a new team. So it might take like a bit, but I'm certain that like with time that Surnefire will also be a really good jungler for the team. And I don't really want to be like, oh yeah, like we lost because Broxa wasn't here. Because at the same time, I think the biggest issue right now is just we all play pretty bad, even in today's game. So we just need to step it up as a team, and I think we'll be a top team again.
Well, speaking of this match, you played against TSM. TSM now 0-2 for the week. A lot of people had them in a top 3 position coming into this split. What do you think is going on with them? Especially in that Immortals game, they looked pretty rough.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think they look a bit too passive, but I think against us, they played a lot better than they did against Immortals. They were being very proactive in the early game, and they got a lot of objectives early on, but still, I feel like there was so much more they could have done. They could have played even more aggressive than what they did, so it seemed like we were kind of losing the game. Our bot lane was behind. We couldn't get any vision, any priority anywhere really. So we were just playing defensive, and they were just kind of like taking it a bit too slow, I think.
Do you anticipate them changing much, or do you think that this is just like first week flukes, or is this indicative of what the team might be this split?
I don't know. I know in Spring Split last year they were a really aggressive team, and they snowballed pretty hard. But then last year summer, I think they kind of went towards the more passive playstyle again, and it seems like they're still doing that a bit. So maybe they're just, I don't know. I feel like they're playing a bit too scared or too passive, and they should be more proactive.
All right, what has this first week of LCS been? In fact, let's actually talk about tonight, Monday night, first time that you're playing on a Monday night here. How's it been navigating the schedule? Because you guys played on Saturday, you had the break, and then today.
It's been weird, I think. Not really too big of a fan of it. It feels kind of bad, like losing a game and then you have a scrim day and then you get to play again. I'd rather just do 2 in a row, personally speaking. But at the same time, I guess we did learn a lot from scrimming yesterday, so it did help us in a way, but the new schedule just, it feels unnatural, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know, maybe it just takes some time to get used to.
Well, what has it been like with the lineup right now? Does it feel different having Surnefire in than Xmithy, even just from like a comms or culture perspective on the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think jungle is like the role that impacts the team the most because he kind of dictates the early game. So it's been feeling different. I like how Shurn he feels a bit more aggressive in the early stages of the game, but I think he's obviously not as experienced as Xmithy, or mid and late game might need a bit of work. But I don't know. It could also be just that we're coming back from a long break. But I think we're still looking a bit shaky. But it's been decent so far.
Well, I mean, how long have you had a chance to scrim with Surnefire? Because I know for a while you guys were using Eugene or Pobelter.
Yeah, I think it's been like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, if not less. He arrived, I forgot what day it was, but basically the day he arrived, we started scrimming with him, and yeah, he's been jet lagged the whole time, I think. But yeah, I mean, once we started playing with him, we could tell that like our scrims were going better, and we had a better idea on how to play the game early on and snowballing the game. So, yeah, I mean, it's been good so far.
Well, obviously, we've talked about TL and TSM, but are there any other surprising teams for you this week, either overperforming or underperforming your expectations?
Dig and FlyQuest are undefeated. I don't know if there's another team there is.
Yeah, there's Cloud9.
Oh, yeah. How could I forget?
They beat you.
Oh, yeah, they did. I think Cloud9 looks really good. And then I think, I mean, the surprising one was Dig and FlyQuest for sure. They look good. I mean, I think we have both of them next week, actually, so I'll have a better idea how to, like, tell how strong they actually are. But just looking at the games, they looked really coordinated and are looking pretty good right now.
Well, I don't want to keep you too much, and I also need to go film Hotline League. It starts in 15 minutes. Is there anything you want to say to anybody out there?
Yeah, shout out to Hotline League. No, thanks to all the fans for supporting us, and I'll see you in the finals, I hope.
Yes. See you in the finals, fans. It's you versus the fans, I guess, is what the story.
No, not like that. I'll see you guys there.
Yeah. Are you attending?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a part of the fan experience. That's why.
That's
So
fantastic.
yeah.
Can't wait. Either way, thank you so much, Jensen, for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Boy, don't you wish there was a subscription service for Alienware products? I do. Just like something, because I love them so much. Obviously, they sponsor my content, and maybe that's part of it, but they make such cool stuff that if I could just sign up and just have them constantly send me these things, a subscription service would be great. But you know what you can do? You can subscribe to this YouTube channel, because we're trying to get to 200K followers, subscribers this year, hopefully relatively quickly. So we'll see if that happens. Either way, shout out to Alienware again. There's a link in the video description below. You can check out their stuff. And thank you so much to Alienware for their support of everything we do here at Travis Gafford Industries.